There's now less than a week to go before those across-the-board federal spending cuts known as the sequester slam down on nearly every government agency. But the two sides, the White House and Republicans in Congress, they're not talking. Sound familiar? Wyatt Andrews is in our Washington bureau with the latest. And good morning, Wyatt.
Rebecca, good morning. With Congress still out on recess, we're now down to 4 working days before next Friday when these deep budget cuts begin. President Obama's key argument against the sequester is that it will cost jobs and hurt the recovering economy.
My hope is that we can see a different course taken by Congress. This should be a no-brainer.
The president has spent part of the last 9 days appearing with the school children who could lose their teachers and with the first responders he says could lose their jobs if the federal money supporting them is cut across the board.
I've been very clear that these kinds of arbitrary automatic cuts would have an adverse impact on families, on teachers, on parents who are reliant on Head Start programs, on our military readiness, on mental health services, on medical research. This is not a smart way for us to reduce the deficit.
But Republicans accuse the president of theatrics, pointing out that the budget cuts will be gradual and that very few policemen are paid with federal money.
It's untrue, unfair, dishonest, disingenuous. He puts law enforcement, he puts firemen and policemen, who 98% of them are being paid for with your local taxes, and says you're going to lose your local policeman because of this. It's not true.
And yet furloughs in areas like defense contracting and air traffic control are being planned. What isn't being planned, Rebecca, are any serious negotiations between the president and Congress to stop the sequester next Friday.
Wyatt Andrews in Washington. Thanks so much, Wyatt.